So you guys had mentioned maybe having an exclusive offer for the listeners?
Yes. So we are offering 20% off your rental.
Okay.
If you'd like to rent the studio. And then also the same for B+Linked. If you'd like to come in and do jewelry, 20% off.
Yeah, we'll run that for the next 2 weeks. So once you go live with this broadcast,
on Thursday.
we'll do for the next 2 weeks.
I love that. So probably, through the first week in February.
Exactly, yes.
Yes, which
so
works out because we're leaving.
We're on vacation. That's
we
right.
have a vacation coming up. So
click those link buttons.
Yes, please do.
yes,
Get signed up.
Yeah.
That's so exciting. Thank you for being so generous with the listeners and the viewers.
Well, thank you for doing this.
Thank you again.
Yeah, we appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
Here we go. Who's your national champs?
O-H.
Ready? This is horrible. And welcome to another episode of This is Horrible.
Living all together, big life in a small town. And we have two amazing guests with us today.
It's not every episode that we have two people sharing the space.
This is extra
so we had to
special.
figure out seating. We had to make sure we had all the right mics and all the right things.
Yeah.
Super fun though, and it suits our MO, right? Because we get to pump up and promote some people who actually are doing commerce in Fairborn, Ohio.
Two people at the same time
Super fun.
doing multiple things.
Who happen to be? Are you guys married?
Yes.
And now we know. It's
We
all
are
great.
Jesse and Brandy Doyle.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep. And they're Fairborn people.
Yes.
And they're doing big things in Fairborn.
We're trying to.
Yes.
We're doing something.
Oh, you totally are. You want to tell us a little bit about your background?
Sure.
Good. Okay, so I have a background in real estate, and then my wife here has a background.
Well, it depends on how far back you
I
want
was
to
going
go.
to say, go further back. Are you both
I
local
mean,
Fairborn kids?
So I graduated from West Carrollton.
Okay.
I went to Stebbins.
All right.
Yeah.
So Miami Valley.
Yes, my
Yeah,
yes. Yeah, we live in
locally.
the border of Kettering Moraine currently.
Okay.
My parents live in Beaver Creek. My brother and sister actually graduated from there, and my grandparents. I grew up in Beaver Creek because they lived there. But
Perfect.
so
awesome.
close.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So small town.
Yes.
Right.
Then how
definitely.
did you guys get to Fairborn?
You want to take that one?
Well, no, you take that one.
Okay, so me being in real estate, one of my investors basically called me one day and said that, hey, I have this property I want to go see. I'm like, okay, let's go see it. And it was 1844 on Colonel Glen, which was one time I think I would have been told at least a furniture store, then a body shop, then a car lot. So it's been all kinds of different things. And so when we went to go look at it, I'm like, what are you gonna do with this? He's like, I have no clue. It's just a good deal. And so as soon as he said that, my wife does stage and design, and she's always looking for a bigger spot to store her stuff. Yep. And so it kind of started that way. And so he purchased the building, and he still had no idea what he wanted to do with it. So we worked out a plan for her to rent the building. And then within I think 3 months, we bought the building from him.
Yeah, with
So it was a great investment for him.
I knew from the moment I saw it that I wanted it.
Yes.
But it was already, Logan was buying it, and so that was fine.
Yeah.
We worked it out. But Logan is also the type where as soon as he buys something, he's ready to sell it.
Okay.
So it worked out.
So you just need to be a little more patient.
Yes, which is not
3
me.
months isn't
but-
bad.
So we were able to get in there right away and start
Yeah, I
doing the
mean-
remodel part of it. And then it started out being just for her to do her, as a warehouse. And within the first time we walked it we had bigger and bigger plans every time.
Yeah. I think it constantly changes of what our our plans are. But
And tell us the name of it.
so it's we ended up it holds 3 businesses. So the actual name of the studio is 1844 the Studio.
Nice.
So that is actually has evolved into being a rental space. So for small, it could be baby showers, graduation, little parties, corporate events. I mean, it can be anything.
How many people?
Probably about 35, but we've also added on to the garage space. You can also add that, which is right off the studio.
Okay.
So that can add another probably 20 people.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
So
if you put a
it's-
huge
can we
TV
call
out
it an
there.
event center?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you could host functions
Yes.
there.
Yes.
It has indoor plumbing.
Yes.
Yes, it does.
Yes.
Yes.
All the
Restroom.
modern amenities.
Yep. Has a small little
Has
kitchenette.
a very cute kitchenette, TVs, and then the other part is I do permanent jewelry. So B+Linked is also in there because that's kind of what it started. Is that was going to be the home of B+Linked, and then it really turned into oh well, hey, people could rent this. We could do pop-ups, all kinds of fun things.
I love it. So you have a studio within the studio.
Yes,
Got it.
basically.
So
yeah.
all of your clients come to you there? Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
that's so
yeah,
awesome.
it's really cool. It's really fun.
So you
and then
can-
they get to see it, which is neat too, because then they're like, oh, this
And
is
they
really
freeze it.
cool.
And then they start thinking, right?
yeah, like what can I
party
do?
here.
Exactly, yeah. Or if they want to have a jewelry party, they can do that too.
Yeah. What about furnishings, tables, chairs, that kind of thing? Do you have that in there as well?
Yep. So the way that we designed it, because I do staging and design, I mean, I love that, of course.
Tell
so
us about that. The staging, I do staging and design.
Hang
Like, that's a curveball.
it is. Well, so I started that back in 2020 because I lost my position during COVID.
Okay.
So I've been doing that since 2020. And so again, I just needed a bigger space to hold all the furniture. And, so then when it comes to designing things and having furniture, I got it all. So we just put it in there and make it pretty.
Perfect. So when somebody books you guys for an event, they have options with this?
So we have it set up. Yes, if you go on the website and check it out, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
But we have it set up because I want things to be very like homey and comfortable and inviting. So it's actually set up like a living area. It's really funny during the process. We would have like deliveries come and things, and they'd be like, your home is so nice. I'm like, well, thank you, but it's not a home. But yeah, we don't live here. I mean, it kind of looks like
What a
it.
compliment,
But
though.
I mean, it is because it really does look that nice. So it definitely is a compliment, but we don't technically live there. But it's very comfortable and inviting. But if they want to turn it into having like tables, more of that
More
atmosphere,
formal,
we do have that.
Okay.
So we're very flexible of making it what the customer wants.
Right.
Yeah.
It's very special though to be able to bring people into a space that's not theirs and still have it feel like their living room.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
love
And I
that.
think that's a big thing for us is we just like that. Always want people to feel comfortable.
Yeah.
When
how
would
did
I
you-
need staging and design?
Yeah.
When would I use that as a service?
So for staging, that would probably be the biggest part. But so let's say, so with Jess being a realtor, he works with investors. And if they, let's say, flipped a home, then a lot of times instead of the home being vacant, I come in and I make it look like it's,
I thought that's
like,
what you meant. I
this
just
is
wanted
what
to make
it
sure
looks
you-
like if you
you
live
clarify.
here.
Yes.
Yeah. So I create like the home experience because statistically it's better to go into a staged home. They stay longer. They do not notice the little imperfections, those types of things. So that's
Well,
what
they can
I do.
feel themselves living in that space.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They can
You-
picture themselves. Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
Like, where does the sofa
Yes.
go in here?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Exactly.
How am I going to make the
Where
kitchen?
does my TV go? Where's my 95-inch TV go? You know,
Yeah,
important questions.
And so were you guys both in healthcare? You mentioned things changed during the pandemic situation.
Kind of. I mean, different, but I was a regional operations manager for a dental company. So I primarily had always been in dental
Got it.
and management type positions. And
And I worked at Kettering Health. I was a credential trainer, which is basically like training new employees on our systems and practices and all that fun stuff. And then during COVID, I got my license for real estate back in 2018. And at that point, I was like, either I need to quit my job and do real estate full time, or I need to be comfortable doing part time. And then, luckily, with the support of my wife, we don't have kids, and so we decided, you know what, if it's going to happen, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
I haven't had the why did I quit my job yet. Besides paying for insurance, besides that part, it's been good. So
yeah,
So being an entrepreneur is good for you.
Yes, being self-employed is
worked
nice.
out.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
it's worked.
Yeah.
And your businesses kind of connect anyway.
Yeah, they do.
Businesses-
Yeah,
Right.
not
Now, do
always, but
other-
yes.
Do other realtors bring you in to do staging and design?
Yes. Yep.
Super
So you have a
cool.
network.
I think honestly, most of her clients are not even my clients. It's
No.
other clients that she uses and all that fun stuff too. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I want to talk about your love story.
Oh goodness.
Oh gosh. Okay.
So you mentioned it was love at first sight for you,
for some.
Jesse.
Oh my gosh. For one of the two.
put that in
I didn't
the-
put. Yeah, I don't think she even read it. I'm like, what do I need to put? I guess for one of us, it was love at first sight.
Oh my
For
gosh.
other person, it took a little longer.
Took
but
me
yeah.
a little longer.
So tell us how that all worked out.
I mean, so when I met her, I mean, I don't know how much information you want to know, but when I met her, I worked at a tan salon.
Okay, that's what I was going to
Yeah,
ask.
so I worked at a tan salon, and like legit, like I know it's kind of like a quirky, or not quirky, but kind of like, oh my gosh, it's not really true. But honestly, I truly believe in love at first sight.
Yeah.
I mean, when she walked in, I had no clue who she was, but that feeling, that the emotions, whatever came up, and I legit told my coworker, I'm like, that's the girl I'm gonna marry one day. Had no clue who she was, had no clue about whatever.
Yeah,
and
little
then, don't get me
did
wrong, there was ups and downs, but it all worked out.
Amazing.
It took a little bit of time. I mean, I instantly was drawn to him as well, for sure.
Yeah.
But it just life happens and things, and it just took a little bit longer. He's a little bit younger than I am too. So, but we got there. Yeah.
So did you ask, how long did it take you to ask her on the first date?
Oh goodness, I think I don't know, that's a good question.
Really, I was a very frequent tanner. So really, I think
Because of him?
well, no, I mean,
Yes,
no,
I like to think so. Yes, thank you.
sure, yes, maybe both, but I think really we just, I mean, I would spend a lot of time there. There would be times I would stay and hang out and talk to him, but I think it took. I know. I think,
I'm sure months or whatever kind of. I mean,
at
flirting and all
least.
that fun stuff, and
right.
Were you nervous to ask her on a date?
I'm sure I was at that point. Yeah. Now it's like it's been so long. Now we've been married for we've been together for 20 years now. Married for 16.
Okay, good.
So
Thank you for clearing that up because I couldn't tell if you were married for 20 or married for 16 going on 17.
Yes.
So okay. But you've been together for a long time.
Yes.
Yes.
A very long time.
So dating for a while.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
And
My
then-
friends date now. I'm like, I don't know how you guys date anymore because it's just a
Brutal.
weird.
I
It'd
can't
be
even
horrible.
imagine.
Yeah, my friends call me and said, I just went on a date and I met this girl on blah blah website. I'm like, how does that even work anymore? Like I would be so confused and
Yeah, we're very lucky.
not my thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
And you've been together this long, and you have a dog and a cat.
Dog and a cat.
And
yes.
it's Nash and what's the cat's name?
Mocha.
And Mocha.
Yeah.
Well, when I first met Brandy, let's go.
Oh my
let's
gosh.
just
Yeah,
tell the
let's
story.
just
When I first met Brandy, she had two
cats,
cats, and the cats' names were Gucci and Armani.
Okay.
So I tell my joke is always I should have ran away right away, knowing. No, I'm kidding, but
Yeah, exactly.
Well-
it was telling him something at that point.
Yes,
Exactly.
He
yes.
stayed.
She's
That's
not
right,
going to
yeah.
be cheap to
Yeah,
keep. is
exactly.
what you
No
learned.
false advertising.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, he knew what he was getting into.
should pay more attention. But no, I'm kidding. It's all worked out.
It was.
And so those were the two cats, and
Yes.
so you guys.
Yeah, those have sadly passed away, and then
Yeah. Now we have the dog.
now we have the dog and the cat.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And so then from this point, what's going on,
I
babe?
don't know. You know how something just strikes you sometimes.
Yeah.
You just,
We don't have any pets.
Oh,
we're living
no.
a pet-free life. Yeah.
No.
that's the way to go. I mean, I love my
It's-
animals to death, but
Yeah.
so this is our first dog, and Nash
Yeah.
is now how old is Nash?
6.
6, and I mean, we're very probably over controlling the dog kind of thing. Like, we can't be gone for 4 hours apparently for the dog. And so now it's like, I tell her all the time, once we're done with the dog, we're done with dogs because I love my dog, but
Well, because we don't
Yeah.
have children, so
Yeah.
we were
Yeah.
used to we just do what we want, when
Yes.
we want kind of
Right.
life,
Yes.
and the dog changed it.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Because
It was
I was
a
going to say, what about trips?
oh yeah,
Exactly.
that went away.
No, that's
That went away
Well,
because
now it goes with us.
We used to go. We used to do like all inclusive thing. Like at least once a
Yeah.
year
Oh,
because
yeah,
again,
they
that's
don't
where
allow
we don't have
dogs.
kids. We can
No.
make our own schedule.
Yeah.
And now we both think to ourselves, we're both self-employed. We could go on trips all the time now, and
Right.
then now we have a dog, so we can't.
Thank you
Yeah.
though, for reminding us one more time
Yeah,
why we don't.
trust me. Hey,
Exactly. Yeah, don't
If you
do
ever
it.
think about it, give me a call. Again, go foster. For a little bit of time, that's great. But
Yeah.
I would.
Oh,
not,
we adore 'em. I
Yeah.
mean,
For
I absolutely love
sure.
them.
So
Yeah.
tell us about the travel that you used to like to do.
Oh,
What's your favorite place?
probably Mexico. I would say.
Whereabouts?
No.
No, I mean Mexico. Yes, I like Dominican too. So yeah. So
Okay.
Well, our honeymoon, we went to
Riviera Maya.
Riviera Maya,
Okay.
which was gorgeous, and we've been back there a couple times, and Dominican, and I mean anywhere with the beach. I really don't mind.
I know
so,
it's not, you don't have to be fussy, right?
No,
Yeah.
exactly.
We met actually one of our good friends now.
Oh my
actually,
gosh, yeah.
in line at Cincinnati, going to Dominican. Never met them in our lifetime, and they live in Springboro.
Yeah.
wow.
My
Yeah,
gosh.
which is like within
well,
like 15 minutes.
But
of
what's
us.
crazier is we meet them in the airport.
Yeah.
The husband starts giving me a hard time about how much luggage I had.
Oh,
and he's a character. But it turns out we were going to the same resort.
Was it Sanctuary?
This and
forget.
Dominican.
It was same resort, same dates.
Yeah.
Everything was exactly
Wow.
the same.
It was an adult only, but it was very large. Like it had lots
Yes.
and lots of
Yeah.
sections and stuff.
And then
but
also she had a whole suitcase full of shoes too.
Well,
so
you know.
of course she
Well,
deserves to
thankfully,
be
it was a
fun.
good exchange with that person.
Yes,
we had a
exactly.
blast.
Because
Yeah.
they'd be landing in the
Yes,
exact same
exactly.
place.
Right. Yeah.
And then you're with them for a whole week.
I know,
Yeah,
right?
it was-
no,
it was
we had,
crazy. We had a
had
great
so
time.
much
Say hi to
fun.
them?
Yeah, there you go. Hi, Ron and Terry.
Ron and Terry, hi.
But we legit met that trip, which again we were in Dominican. We met, I think it was like 15 or 16 people
There were
from
so
like
many people.
the Dayton area that we never knew.
It was weird.
We met a couple from actually they live in Fairborn now.
Yep.
John and Val. and all
Yeah,
that
they
stuff.
were on their
They were on their
honeymoon.
honeymoon.
Wait, John and Val?
John and Val.
Do you know?
Never heard of it.
But yeah, it's just one of those, like it's just crazy how never met these people in
Things
our lifetime. I
happen.
mean, we all met them all in Dominican.
That
Yeah.
is really
And
wild.
that we remained friends. And yeah.
Was the flight one like a charter flight?
No.
Okay.
We're not that bougie.
Well,
Yeah.
there is a resort.
I'm not that bougie.
Oh, that'd been nice. Yeah, don't tell me that.
It's a 4-hour flight then, and it's
Yes.
a charter flight through the.
So when we do our cruise
resort.
we were talking about earlier, we're going to take the
Yeah.
charter flight. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Now it's on video for sure. So now you're really, yeah.
Everyone heard that.
And the limo will pick you up.
Okay. Oh, it's getting better and better.
That's fine.
What do they call that? Ground transportation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're on what
Just
is it?
keeps getting better.
Yeah, the game shows. I think you
getting
could
more
be a game
expensive.
show host.
This one will not film at all because of what you're
Yeah,
already,
will not be seen.
guaranteed.
Yeah, this is a guaranteed no show.
Was it hard for you guys to take that leap away from your jobs, or was it just ready and the timing was not really in your control anyways?
We're very different in
Yes.
that way.
Okay.
Brandy's more of a let's do it now. We'll figure out a plan later on.
Yeah.
Like when it comes to like cars or anything, she's like, let's just buy it now. We'll figure out how to pay for it later on.
Okay.
I'm more like, give me like weeks and months to plan this
Plan
out,
it.
figure out how to do this kind of thing. And so luckily we kind of balance each other out. She
Yeah.
wins most of the time. I win sometimes. And again, like it's,
How it is.
luckily again, we don't have kids. And so like we didn't have that kids, worry about certain things that parents got to worry about kind of thing. And luckily we both have each other's support that kind of,
Right.
works that way. And her job wasn't really an option to
Yeah.
stay. My job was more like, it was an option for me at least, but yeah.
Right.
And I'm personally like a big fan of, I don't care if you do something, if you succeed or fail at it,
Yeah.
but at least you try it.
Right.
There's too many people in the world that says, oh, I could do this amazing thing, and they never do it.
Yeah.
So my thing is for anybody advice wise is just try it. If you fail, I have respect for you. If you do great, I have your respect, but
Yeah.
you tried it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's a great philosophy in life.
yeah.
Right.
It really
So
is.
3 businesses you're running totally or today?
3 or 4. I mean, so I do
mean-
real estate, property management, and then she does, and then of course I'm her favorite employee / only employee.
Yes.
So I do
Not
her
really
staging.
only.
I
Yeah,
kind of
so-
understand how that works
Yeah.
too. I think you and I are living a very
think so.
similar life.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
So I look in the mirror for like another 5 years. I see myself being you, right?
Well, if you play your cards right,
There you go.
We've been married for almost 38 years.
Oh my gosh.
amazing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a minute. Yeah.
But-
And we talked a little bit about your vision for 1844, the studio. And how are you guys wanting to get the message out there to the people in the community that you're available? Because it's ready to go right
Yes.
now.
Oh,
It's
yes.
just-
It is.
It's open
yes.
up and ready to go.
We actually have our first, I would say like our first official rental actually at the end of the month.
Oh, wow.
And we've had people reaching out. We have a couple other events throughout the year because, I mean, now, of course, it's kind of that time. You're starting to
sure.
book like bridal showers and
Right.
baby showers and all those fun events for the year. So, I mean,
delightful.
we just want people to know about it.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't really, I think sometimes we kind of struggle with that because it's hard. That is a hard part to
Yes.
get it out there and to
marketing
get
part.
exactly.
And
it is.
we're both not like social media kind of people. I mean,
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
have it, of course, for certain
Right.
reasons, but we're not, big. at that kind
I'm
of
not
stuff.
the best at just put myself out there all
Yeah.
the time, and so I try. And then of course I try to get him involved, and he's like, "Sure," and then it never happens. Yeah.
Well, tell me about the outdoor space.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
like
yes.
if I wanted, what's parking like? I'm trying to visualize a lot. We just need to do a drive-by.
Yeah,
My thing
let us know.
is-
You'll come out and check it out inside
Absolutely.
too.
Well, that's just
Seriously.
it. Like the Chamber of Commerce would love to know about this, right?
Yeah.
Because
Do
they
a
host
ribbon
events on a
cutting.
Yes.
monthly basis
Oh, yeah.
where there's a chit chat and people come and meet and greet, and that would be super smart just to
Yes.
get the word out.
Yes.
And that's
true,
exactly.
yeah.
I mean, I would say one of the things that has happened with this that because we do just kind of do things on a whim, honestly, or that's how I do things, is I don't think we expected the support and the acknowledgement of the place. Oh, I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
And that's been amazing. So now that that's happened and we're like, oh, wow, people want to be involved. People want to know. We want to do that too. Like we want to be there for the
Yes.
community and help out and do like events there if
Right.
the chamber wants to have something. Or I know Joey had talked about,
Yes.
I forget what it was, but he had talked about having some type of meetings. We're like all about it. I mean,
It's so
anything
cool.
that
Yeah.
we've talked about doing, like maybe Ohio State games or like outside. We have a big blow up screen and
Yeah.
do things
Yeah.
like that for the community. Another thing that because I do B+Linked, I do markets for B+Linked, like vendor markets and things.
Yeah.
So one of the first things too with the space is I saw it and I was like, we can do markets.
Yeah.
On a small
There.
scale. On a small scale, but we can do that. And to me that only helps the other local small businesses
100%.
out there. And so we want to do that too.
Yeah.
We want to be as much as what the part of the community as possible. kind of
Absolutely.
thing,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brandy and I are also involved with Beauty
yes.
Boost together.
Yes.
And
So exciting.
This episode will drop on Thursday, right, Graham? And so anybody that wants to
perfect.
come out and check out Brandy's business,
Yeah.
B+Linked, you want to talk about that a little bit?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do I say about B+Linked? So B+Linked is permanent jewelry.
Yes.
A lot of people do not.
Do you have it
always
on?
Oh, I got
Yep.
tons of it
Okay.
on. Yeah, I can't see all of it, but I've got bracelets, I've got rings and necklaces and
have rings.
anklets,
Okay.
and anything that you can basically make a circle on. You can.
You
do
guys should
permanent
see how
jewelry.
beautiful this is.
It is very pretty, but it's
love
so
this
it's high
one
quality.
especially. Yes.
The gold is gold filled. The silver is sterling silver.
Okay.
Because we don't take it off.
Right.
You want something that obviously can
turning
withstand.
green.
No. Yeah. No turning green.
None of that. That's extra.
No, that's legit.
That's extra.
That's like,
And that's not always about the metal, by the way. That's usually
about the
about the person.
person.
That's about
Their
the
chemistry.
devastating
which is
person.
and that is true. Sure. I mean, I'm sure definitely things can happen, but the goal is
Yeah.
for that not to happen.
Right on.
But I have lots of options, lots of charms. Just it's
So they
fun.
put charms
It's-
on there too. How long does it
Personalize
take
it.
to get something put on? Say just a bracelet.
I mean, honestly, it can be a couple minutes.
Couple
and
minutes,
then,
okay,
And then
yeah.
sometimes it takes a little longer. The machine wants to be a little finicky,
Yeah.
and but typically only a few minutes. Really, it's more kind of the process of picking what you want,
Yes.
getting the fit,
Okay.
and then just I do my little zap, and we're done.
Oh, that's so great. What do you feel like you have? What do the clients want the most? Do they want bracelets, rings?
I would say
necklaces?
bracelets are probably the most popular.
Okay.
Anklets actually are, of course, very popular when
Yeah.
it comes to that time of the year.
Probably summertime
Yes.
especially.
Yeah, absolutely. So
And you can't take it off. You don't take it off.
no, so I actually can make it with a clasp. Like if you want to be able to take it off,
Yeah.
I can make it that way. But the beauty of it is that you don't have to take it off.
Yeah.
So it's like I look at it as I like to accessorize. I'm sure you do as well.
sure.
But we're always accessorized. So yes, yeah, exactly. We all love all those fun things. But the nice thing is, if you're just running to the store or if you're at the beach,
Yes.
you already have things. But you can still add things, which is
Yes.
beautiful. So you can still add all your fun things and chunkier pieces or layer things, which is just a nice option. Mixing metals, all that good stuff.
Let me sign you up. I'll
absolutely.
buy you one if
chunky
you want
and
one.
layering.
I'll buy you one just for
That's
you.
what we're for that.
Just for you.
Jess has it.
I do have.
Yeah, he has
I do have. Yes, I have a
He
black
has
and a gold one.
bracelets.
Yep. Yeah, I was a guinea pig, so yeah. So I was that. So
he
yes.
was my first one.
Yes.
So when was that? When was the first one?
Once you start doing it, like a year ago.
It was, I think, last November, December. I mean, a year. Yes.
2023. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
How did you get involved with it? How'd you find out? Did you do
Another
it first?
whim.
Another whim.
Yeah, I know.
We're all about the wins.
I know. Typical. Yeah, I
Randy,
just
you
do
gotta
things
Think
on
about
a
it.
whim.
Just have fun.
Love it.
Well, with staging and design, I like to say I have downtime, which I do. It just varies. I mean, it's always like feast or famine. But I had seen it, and to be honest, I seen it years ago, and I didn't really care for it. But they made a lot of advancements,
Yes.
and I just was like, hey, I could kind of do this, like when I'm not super busy. And what's really cool about it is with my staging, I'm really by myself a lot, which is great.
Yeah.
But I miss that interaction because with my job before in management, I mean, I was always in front of people. I was always, interacting, conversation, all those things. So that is one thing with B+Linked, like I really do enjoy. I miss that part. So having the markets and having people come in and being more presentable and not just in my sweats and sweatshirt while I'm staging. So it's fun. I really enjoy
That
it.
is, yeah, it gives you, because are you a full-on extrovert?
No. I don't think so.
You think she's introvert, extrovert?
Yeah.
Little half and
Yeah.
half?
Yeah, it depends.
Yes, and that way it balances that out.
Exactly,
What about you,
yes.
Jesse?
I don't know.
Are you
He's pretty extroverted.
I think I'm
Yeah.
probably a more extrovert. Yeah, extrovert than normal. Yes.
Yeah. You get your energy from being with people?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he likes that.
Yeah, I like people.
I like people. Well, and you can like people and still want to be an
Yes,
introvert.
that's very
Yeah,
true. Yes,
right,
that was
yeah,
definitely. Yeah.
Sometimes I just like a little quiet time.
Exactly. Yeah. There's the difference is people that recharge not around people. They have to be by
Yes,
themselves to
that's-
recharge. That's usually the key difference.
Okay, yeah.
What kind of questions do you have there?
I know he's just taking it in.
Just taking it all in. I'm the introverted.
Oh yeah,
extrovert.
no. He's totally not.
Yeah, definitely not.
Oh no.
You are energized from being around people.
We saw you walk in here earlier when you said hi to Graham and with a scarf on. We definitely know who you are. All excited because who won again? Oh yeah, Ohio State won again. And yes.
Is that why you have your red on today?
No, I was cold, and this was the sweater that was on the top of the stack.
Oh.
It's a little chilly.
It's freezing.
Yeah. If, for those of you that don't know, it's only like
It's
5
going to be
degrees
20
here.
below in the morning.
20
Like,
below.
Mark,
Miserable.
That's horrible.
Yeah. They did.
Yeah, that's
schools were
Finally.
already canceled. And,
Yes.
and yeah, it's cold. So I wanted a sweater. This was just on top.
It was good timing.
I know it works.
So do you guys have any secrets to balancing your businesses and your marriage and
That's all
the fun things that you do?
I guess just communication. I mean,
Yeah.
it's all about communication, I think, personally.
Well, and I think I'm not a big braggy, talk about our relationship kind of person, but we just have each other's backs. Like how I go with a win, but I know that I can do that because I know he's got us. Like I know that we're good. So it makes it easy to be able to do things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's very nice.
Right. Yeah. Thanks.
Sometimes we should have tissues on the table.
There you go,
I
exactly.
know. It gets kind of emotional sometimes.
Definitely, yeah.
But that is very sweet to say. And do you feel the same way
Of
too?
course, definitely.
Jesse?
I mean, it's like one of those things. Like, I don't think I would have quit my job and did full. Being a salary
was always
position
like,
going
do
to
it.
a commission based job. It's like it's a very huge commitment kind of thing. And luckily, the support and I probably would have did half and half the whole life kind of thing. But
Yeah.
That
I
is a good
definitely
job.
push him in that way.
yes, you do.
For sure.
Yes, you do. So I'm more like, hey, study stuff and but it's all good. It's been a great time.
But he does the research and checks the numbers, and I'm like, give him the ideas, and we figure it out.
Yes, definitely.
Do you guys share a calendar? And is it an electronic
Oh
calendar?
goodness! Oh
Don't even
goodness.
get started on the
Okay, let's talk about, this is going to show us how you
Well,
communicate.
You got a lot going on.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to
Oh,
be
we
in charge
do.
of timing and dates and
Yeah.
places and
Yes.
I don't have a good memory,
Electronic?
but I don't use a calendar, so it's like one of those things. I'm very lucky about what I
Drives
remember
me
going
crazy.
on. But this past week, actually, it's kind of funny you mentioned that
I
because
know,
this
it
past
is.
week she brought home a big old calendar, like old school, and we sat down and like, what are we doing this week? What are we doing next
You
week?
mean like that?
Yeah, exactly,
Kind of,
exactly, yes.
But like
So,
on a weekly.
yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Because
So now we have we have different colors, of course, and
yeah. Well,
it's
because
all
the
that fun
problem
stuff.
because I do use my Google Calendar
Okay.
and reminders and all those fun things. And as soon as I get something, it goes in the calendar. And then this guy is like, when is this? When is this? When?
My
And I'm
stuff,
like,
I know
oh
exactly
my
what it is.
gosh.
Her stuff, it's always like,
Yeah.
okay, I'll
So I
remember and
got the
kind of
calendar.
forget it.
And I said, go look at the calendar.
And that's easier to just have
somebody
in the
has to
house
be the
than
boss of
on
it.
your phones.
Well, probably
Well,
not.
I
It's
have it on my
Yeah, it's
phone.
probably easier having your phones, but that's a lot of work.
Yeah, I have it on my
Yeah.
phone, but then I put it on the calendar. So
Got it.
Yeah.
And then
Which
you can see it.
honestly, I'm a list person. I like to make lists and I like to every week kind of start like to do and all those fun things anyway. So I kind of did that. So then it just kind of transferred to that calendar so he can see it.
That's
and-
interesting because I'm not a list person, but yet I'm more. I
know
to
he's a
plan.
planner,
It's
yeah.
kind of weird. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
you
it is.
plan, but you're not a list
Yeah.
person.
Apparently, it's not. It's
Yeah.
not
How do you?
this.
What's the process for planning then? Do you like journal or?
No, I just lots
all
of. Yeah,
up
exactly.
here.
That's that guy. We have that great knowledge.
yeah,
You know.
that's
Yeah,
It's
see,
all
exactly.
up.
I think I need like a couch out here just to lay down and just talk to you guys because I feel like we're getting a lot of stuff out. Apparently,
Yeah.
I find a lot about myself now, so it's good.
like therapy. Yeah.
So Jesse, do you have any advice for somebody that would like to start their own business, that they dream of starting their own business and they're just afraid?
I mean, I think what I said earlier is the fact of just do it. I mean, it's one of those things, yes, you want to make sure you're prepared for it. Do your research, of course, but I think just actually put pen to paper and then actually do action because, again, you only have one life. And if you talk about it when you're, let's just say, 25 years old and you're 60 now and you don't do it, it's like, you just got to do it. If you fail, I have respect for you. If you do succeed, hey, remember me because I was your biggest supporter because it's you just got to do it.
And having a support behind you.
Yes.
That's gonna,
Yes,
Right.
definitely. Yes.
And I think that's whether it's friends, family, other people that you know. I mean, to me, that would be a big thing too, is just having someone to bounce ideas off of or just get that support because I think that's
Right.
super important.
Do you guys have any business coaches that you work with?
we do not.
Yeah.
It's
all you.
Can we hire you guys?
Yeah, you guys want to?
you guys seem really good. It's very positive. That'd
Yeah.
be great.
We're good encouragers. We have pom-poms.
Yes, you do. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, definitely. That's awesome.
Right.
No,
No,
yeah.
but I think we have people in our lives that I mean support us, and
Oh, yeah.
I mean, my dad actually has his own business, and
Nice.
so I grew up seeing that, and
Yeah.
it's a good influence and small business, and
Yeah.
I don't know who else, but we've got people.
Yeah, it
Do
makes
you
a
have a
difference.
specific philosophy that you like for your real estate game? Do you like residential or commercial?
I do a lot of residential. Yep,
Okay.
I've done a couple different commercials. I think I've done like 3 or 4 now. I mean, it's fun. It's just harder market to get into, but I'm more residential, definitely.
Okay.
Yes.
And what's the goal in residential real estate currently?
My goal, I mean, every year, luckily, I've improved. I did about right under 40 houses last year.
Okay.
And so I think this year's goal is maybe like 60, maybe kind of thing, And I've been very blessed to have great clients. And
I was going to say, have you ever turned a client away?
Yes.
Like,
Oh, yes.
I'm not your man.
Oh, yes, definitely.
It's so important.
Again, you gotta be able to trust yourself and trust your own judgment. And if you know it doesn't going to work out, I don't want to overpromise to somebody that expects certain things, or me not, maybe they don't have the same vision as I do, or the same, at least not vision, but let's just say same morals as I do, and I just, because to me, as long as you put your head down at nighttime and actually go to sleep and be happy who you are, I think it's the most important thing. So,
And I think that's with him is he's just a good person and a good guy and he knows his stuff and he puts you in the right direction and just guides you the right way. It's not like any, funny stuff.
Yeah.
So I feel like he just
you're a great hype person.
I know.
You guys are going to be married a long time. This is a good team.
Some people are very
Can we do this like once a week so I can hear some great things?
gosh. You act like I never say anything.
Just play this episode over.
Yes, please. I'm
There you
going
go.
to, exactly.
That'll work. Like, when he's mad at me, let's just go play the episode.
Yes.
So do you guys, do you feel like the change in administration is going to be a benefit?
Political administration.
Should we go
We're going to talk about
we
that.
can go wherever you want to.
Yeah.
I mean, I think so. I mean, again, just being a positive person, that I think we just got to look for the positive things in life. Of course, I think if he stops tweeting, it might be a better thing to do personally. But I think again, we'll see the future, and there's good things when he wasn't the president before. So hopefully he'll go with the good and get rid of the bad stuff he did. And
learning
Yes.
over the past 4
Exactly.
years. Yeah,
It's about learning.
Yeah,
I like that. Yeah,
it's for all of us.
what do you think about that?
I know. What do you guys think?
You're gonna put me on the spot. Let's
No, I mean, personally, I think
I think
that we
the
have to
economy's
be.
got to get better.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
It
Definitely.
won't break my heart if the border gets shut down a little bit. We keep a steady flow of people in the country that belong in the country. It won't hurt my feelings.
Right.
Yeah. So those are some of the positive things.
And just the rate of inflation.
Yeah.
I mean, you
that's-
guys have taken-
Well, that's what I'm
That's
thinking
what's
for
so
real
hard.
estate. Like it's just been so upside down.
Yes, and then we also
weird.
flip houses also. So
Yes.
we've done like I think about 15ish in the past like 4 or 5 years, and just
yeah.
the price of everything is just
It's
insane.
Insane.
And it's the people like always complain like, why is this so high for? Why is my rent so high, or why is whatever so high? But if they actually see all the cost into the stuff, you'll understand why it's so high for.
Right.
A lot of landlords or whatever making maybe $100 to $200 in profit, let's just say, a month. But if something goes wrong in that house, that profit's
it's
gone in
gone.
3 months. Kind of for
Right.
3 months of rent, it's gone
Because it costs so much to
yes,
fix it.
hiring the repairman, hiring the material is just right now it's getting kind of high.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Yeah. I mean, I can't imagine. I mean, I know how much we spent on this building, but it's like looking at the cost of the building we spent. It's like it was supposed to be like, oh, let's just do this little things, and
Yes.
of course, a joke with myself and my wife is she'll have a plan. And apparently, I like to go over her plan and add more to it, kind of thing.
Yeah,
And
they
she'll-
think it's always me, but
Yeah. It's
really,
really him.
yeah, she's like, let's
really
add
a
a
lot
taking
of
it to the
times
next
it's him.
level.
yeah, she's like, let's add a small kitchen. I'm like, well, let's go ahead and add a microwave. Let's do these pot cabinets and let's do it. So it's always, again, it's
Well, Jesse, I think that in a way you're actually saving money in the long run.
I agree with
because
that.
if you do it halfway,
Yes.
then you're
Right.
just going to go in and
yes,
redo it again.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
So
That is
it's
very true.
you have a good vision
Oh, thank
for
you.
what you want for the building.
you
It
have
sounds
to.
like.
I appreciate
Yeah.
that. Yeah, it's turned out really well. We're really happy with the building, and
Yeah, we are.
yeah. We just started our website too. I don't think you mentioned
Yes,
That's what I was
the
going to say. What
website.
is the name of the website?
It is 1844 the studio.
Very original. See, yeah. And you can do your
Very
booking on
simple.
there. You can see some
Yeah.
pictures on there, of
Okay,
course.
you can
And
book
then-
it right from the website.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
we'll add-
that's
sorry.
Okay,
He,
you can't
he
book
doesn't
from-
always
yeah.
know the logistics.
Yes, I
Okay,
know. I'm the pretty
okay,
face.
only just because booking is a lot,
See, we do
but
that so
but you can schedule a tour if you'd like to
Yes, okay.
schedule a tour.
You can do
and
that from the
obviously
website?
do all the inquiries and things,
Awesome.
and then I'll get you. But all the
Okay.
pricing is on there, and then you can check to see what's available.
Okay,
but just
perfect.
actually booking,
Like
it
if you
is-
want just a small room or if you want the whole
Mm-hmm.
place and you guys had talked about doing food trucks
Yes.
because you have all the
Yes.
plugins
Yes.
that are
Yes.
available.
So that's the plan. Is hopefully this spring. I'm looking out. So if you know a food truck, please get a hold of us. But we want to bring
There's so many good ones
food
now.
trucks in. Like weekly, maybe do like 1 week, like 1 day a week kind of thing. Have like a permanent spot for them.
Yep.
We got the plugs in, all that fun stuff. We're going to do picnic tables and so make it hopefully pull in there, have a food truck and
Sure.
yeah, definitely. And we're right by Wright Pat Air Force Base, right by the Nutter Center, Wright State University,
It's
all
a
that
great
fun
location
stuff. So yeah.
for sure.
Yeah,
Lots
you
of-
guys, it's very
passing.
easy to get to.
Yes.
Yeah, no
Definitely.
trouble with that. So that sounds really fun
Yes.
too.
Yeah. Who doesn't love food?
Yes, and food trucks are really
Yes.
yummy.
Oh, they're
Yes, they
so
are.
good. I
Yes.
know. Exactly. Yeah. So I forgot. I'm glad we brought that up because
When-
yes, we're hoping that
that'll work
some.
out. Bella Sorella Pizza. That's one of my all-time
I've not
favorites.
food truck?
had them. It is.
It is a food truck. They actually pull a pizza oven.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh.
And then they make them right in there. But they're opening a brick and mortar.
I saw
Yes.
that. Yeah, I think
In Troy.
a lot
Okay,
of them are, which is really, really
I know.
cool.
I love
That's
that.
so cool.
Yep.
Yeah, it's kind of like everybody loves it so much they need to be able to get it whenever they want it.
Right, exactly. Yep.
Can't go wrong with pizza either.
I wonder if they'll
No,
still
no.
are they still keeping the food truck too? Okay, well,
Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah, like for catering and things
That's awesome.
too.
Perfect.
Yeah, I love that. We
Now
had them
some
come
pizza.
here to the office.
Oh,
for
you
the-
have?
What did we do that for? It was a patient event
When we
that we
brought in
did.
some new docs.
Oh,
neat.
that's
Okay.
right. Yep, that
Yeah.
was a fun
And
time.
there's so
Team
many
night.
reasons to have food trucks.
Yes.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. So, do you guys have any partners that you're wanting to collaborate with? Like, are you looking for caterers, photographers, that kind of thing, where you can make like a list
questions,
that
yeah.
you guys can have available?
Yes,
we know
so-
lots of people if you need.
No,
Yeah.
that would be amazing
Okay,
because that's
yeah.
actually something I was thinking of recently is kind of having a preferred list or just a list
Like a
for
VIP list,
people that would like to rent things. I've even thought about, I'm not sure yet, but I've thought about even just offering additional things
Yeah.
since I do staging.
Right.
Just having maybe if they want like a special chair and a background or something like
Cute.
that. So we're definitely talking about things like that. But I do think like having a list of maybe like some
Yep.
locals that do catering, that do like balloon type
Yes.
things, all kinds of things.
Yeah.
Especially doing like local
whatever.
stuff too, local
Right.
people, like you said. So I think it's
Exactly.
important.
Yeah, we love that. And that's
Yeah.
what we love about doing this, you know? 'Cause,
Connecting.
Yeah, living
Yes.
well together. Like we want all these little circles
That's
to
awesome.
overlap, you know,
Nice.
and keep everybody moving in the right direction.
Exactly. And that's, I mean, we
dreams.
want to meet more people and figure out how we can partner together and do other things at the studio. I mean, we're open.
Yeah.
We just want to do
I love
stuff.
it. It really does make me want to come up with something. Okay.
We will think of something.
Let's do it.
Yeah, we will think of something.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I had a catering business when our first daughter was born. Terry was in chiropractic school, and I didn't want to go back to Ethan Allen. I was an interior designer, and so started a catering business, and it was amazing, and I loved it. And so then it kind of turned into events, and then we had 3 daughters, so I got to plan 3 weddings, and it was super fun. So I love all of this
Yes,
stuff. It just makes me
it's-
super excited. And
so you
having
probably
a
know
place-
some too then that you can give me a list.
Oh yeah, I'm very
Okay.
particular. So
Okay,
yeah,
good,
I'll
yeah.
definitely pass along the particular.
Again,
yes.
we're like married.
Yeah.
I just get to just
Write the
ride the
check.
bus.
Ride the bus.
Let's see,
I'm a
babe.
passenger
Did
here.
you have any other things that you were
all are.
thinking?
No, the thing I like about it is you're dynamic and you're clearly out to get things done. You have different styles about it.
Yeah.
I need
Yes.
a list. I don't want a list. You know, super cool. You have each other's back. I think the relationship part of owning businesses is critical, and you guys have
right.
seemingly got that figured out as well. But we like, Lisa said, we like connecting people who want to be connected. And so the purpose of this episode will be to let other people know, here's what you got, here's who you are.
For sure.
And
Multiple things
people
that
do
they have.
business with people that they know and they like, and you guys are
Right.
super knowable and likable.
Thank you.
So that makes it easy to say, let's help these people grow their thing.
Yeah,
sure.
Because, if everybody does a little, nobody has to do a lot.
And
True.
shout
I
out
like
to
that.
Joey Bryant for making
Yes.
this connection.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes.
Yay,
Thank
Joey.
you,
Yes,
Joey. Yeah,
definitely.
thank
We
you.
thought about having Joey be like a regular. Like
Yeah,
he's
there
here
come on every month or so.
That's a good
Yeah.
idea.
That's great.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm sure
like
he
we were
would
talking
like
about
to.
before. Like he's like the hype man
hype
of
man of
Fairborn.
Fairborn.
So
He is.
definitely.
Right.
And he's also a really good connector
Yes.
of people.
Yes,
He
he
is.
is.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Yes.
he may be, as this grows, the thing that popped into my head, and maybe we'll edit this out, but he might
Possibly.
be the guy who manages the space that you're talking
Yeah,
about
you never
when you
know.
can't be there. He's,
Right.
Yeah.
he's like the local
That's very,
Yeah.
very true.
make it work guy.
Exactly. He knows a lot of people and he knows a lot of stuff. So that's good. Definitely.
Yeah, or
I-
maybe you can just make him an affiliate and just kind of give him a cut of everything. There
you go.
Affiliate links are all the
like that.
rage, right?
That is
Then
very
you get a
true.
referral from him, right? From Michigan.
Yeah, we can all just refer off each other.
All right, this has got to
Big
be all
change.
cut out. We're building up, and then he's going to be like, well, why didn't we do that?
Yeah, exactly.
He's like, oh, where's my check now?
Yeah, exactly. Where's my
He
check?
understands. Joey understands.
I need to talk to him more about marketing. Actually,
Yeah, he put out something in the group. Did you see that?
I did,
Where
yes.
he kind of put out his resume and it's
that
like
was really cool.
looking for something that can kind of fill in the
Yes.
blanks for him.
yeah,
Any
that'd be
gaps?
nice. Hopefully
Yeah.
he does.
Yeah, I hope so
I definitely
too.
need to ask him some questions.
One of the things I saw on your notes here, Jesse, too, is that you guys are doing 2 cookie decorating.
Oh, yes.
Classes
yes.
at the center.
Yeah.
You wanna talk about it?
Yes. So that's again, we have kind of so many things I forget
Right.
about certain
That's
things
okay.
sometimes. But so part of again just having the space was we can partner with other small businesses that do either like craft type things or cookies. And Kimberly with Sugar by Fix is amazing, and so her and I have partnered together, and she comes to the studio, and the up and coming one is February 15th.
15th,
Yeah,
yeah,
the day after
Saturday.
Okay.
Yes,
Yep.
Saturday
Okay.
after Valentine's Day.
Yep.
We're doing 2. There's a really cute, very pretty cookies, and then afterwards is the second class, and it's a little bit naughty
Adult.
cookies,
Yes.
adult cookies.
Yes. I was wondering how you're going to go with that.
I know, I don't know.
So,
Yeah, but it's so
So don't bring your children.
Yes.
No.
The first one, your kids are
Adults
good.
only
Yeah.
cookie
Yeah, the first
decorating.
one is kids, yes.
Yes.
But second one is
Very
adult only.
funny.
Super
Oh,
fun.
I love it.
And we're there,
Yep.
so we are the host, and we have snacks and drinks. And then the other beauty part of it is because of the space.
Yeah.
I bring in a couple friends that have boutiques,
Nice.
and they're there. So we have Cobella Custom Candles will be there, and we have our friends Peggy and Joe that have Homestead 937. They do like home decor and clothes, which is super cute.
Very, very
So,
cute.
yeah.
So it'll
So
be
it kinda
a
makes a
whole
fun
event, not just
experience.
cookies,
Exactly.
but a variety of things that
Exactly. Well, and then I also, of course, will do permanent jewelry.
Yes.
Okay.
If anyone wants that.
And I think the next, besides cookies, we're also going to do a, what's that thing?
Charcuterie.
Yes, that thing.
Yes.
Oh, they're
Yes.
going to teach how to do
Yes.
charcuterie
Yes.
boards?
Yes.
We're
And
gonna
everybody
do a
goes
class
home
like
with
that.
one?
Exactly. I know charcuterie are just so popular.
Oh, yeah. I'll have to show you. We were just down in Orlando, and we did on a pool table. We had somebody come in, and she filled up the
goodness.
entire pool
That
table
is
for our
just
for our
amazing.
team. Yeah, it was amazing.
Then they're
yeah, thank
so
you,
pretty.
Elizabeth. Yeah, they're
They're just-
gorgeous.
they're
it really is like a
gorgeous.
work of art.
It is.
And then everybody was just standing around,
Yeah, and you just
nibbling and finding what they like.
Right,
It was
yeah.
really fun.
How was the food?
I wasn't there.
My bad.
Worked out pretty good.
You were working hard here, I'm sure, so it's okay.
He was actually not. He was in South Carolina.
She was in
I
Orlando, and
home.
I was
yeah.
in Spartanburg.
Spartanburg, yeah.
Yeah.
Our middle daughter and I, we do crunchy together.
Okay.
And so we're down there for our team retreat.
Oh,
Yeah.
neat.
And so
Okay.
he was down there working in South Carolina.
Had some other things going.
Yeah.
My question is, how was it? You did a remodel on a building. How'd Fairborn treat you?
I think it was good. I mean,
Because you got zoning and
Yep,
you
yeah,
got
zoning, all that-
permits.
all that
and you
permit
got
stuff.
That's
some
a
of
Jess
that.
question.
I mean, we had, had the electrician. They were so we also own the building next to us, which is like the small, like it's between us and Hector's. There's a small garage and a little, I guess you
Like
call
office.
it like office.
Okay.
So like with different permits and different rules, a lot of things have changed since that building was first made. So like
has.
adding certain things, it's
Yep.
like why now? But it's part of life, and yeah, good
didn't
run.
have any problems.
No, we didn't have any major problems.
Do you have any restrictions? You mentioned doing some food stuff. Any food restrictions as
think
far as licensing or?
Besides the alcohol thing's always that touchy little exactly
Yeah,
what,
no.
Yeah.
So
what-
you
what
probably
are their-
can't sell alcohol,
We can't
but you can share
people-
alcohol.
Yes, exactly. Yes, it's
They can
always
bring
that
in
way.
their own
Like a
wine.
bring
Yes,
your own.
exactly.
Yes.
Yes. So we're
Or
trying,
what
to
if
figure
it
those
was a food
part
truck
out.
with beer? Is that legit?
I think
there
as
such a
long as
thing?
they have their, I mean,
As long as they're
presumably
covered.
they-
You're just
exact-
providing space.
Exactly.
You don't need any of that
Yeah,
license.
it's also it's one of those things too. Like I've realized now since owning this place,
We've
is
learned a lot.
If you ask one person that question, you ask the second person that question. It's always never the right in the middle.
There's
It's always
different
that,
answers.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
So
And
I
sometimes
think
it's
in-
better to seek forgiveness
Exactly,
than
that's
permission.
what
It might be.
Yeah.
I'm very much of that way.
Yes, yeah.
I'm not sure about Jess.
Yeah, that's more that way. Yeah, but it's, just do the right thing and don't.
But we
do
have
crazy.
learned a lot.
Yeah.
We've had to call, that's more Ohio about alcohol and stuff. But the nice thing is we have Hector next door.
Oh yes.
Okay.
So we've worked out a little like how we can in a legal way, because obviously we're not getting Hector in trouble, but
Right.
as long as it's on his property, then he can
that's
sell it and
Yeah.
yeah.
And then they
works.
bring it over.
Yeah.
exactly.
And since
Like
I
if
think-
we're doing market.
And I think since we're
right?
we also privately own that place too, and not
Yes.
just
Yes.
So I think that helps us a little bit
Right.
as well.
So there's some ways.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're still in the learning aspects of some of that stuff
Yes.
personally, but yeah.
But I mean, but as the community itself, I mean, as we were talking about before, I mean, it's unreal. If we're outside, we have someone honking, we have waving, we have people that literally stop and say, "What is this? What are you guys doing?" Or they're like, "This is so pretty. It looks amazing." I mean, it's
It's
been
been nice.
very overwhelming in a really good way. Like it just wasn't expected.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just
And
was
there's
not
signage,
expecting.
like when people drive by,
Yep.
they
They
can
know what it
say
is.
that's
Yeah.
what it
Yes,
is.
we
Yes.
do have signs.
Yes, we have signs. We have 3 signs on the top of the building,
Yep.
and so it's been.
So we'll put pics up.
Yes,
We'll
please.
get pics and
Yeah.
people will have links
That'd be awesome.
and photos
Absolutely.
and all that.
And you guys can come out and check anytime you want to.
Oh, I would love to.
have you
I know.
as a guest.
Yeah, I definitely have to come
super
by.
fun.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love
Get some
that idea.
jewelry.
I'll get some jewelry. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, on the way over here, he said, "You're going to get some jewelry, aren't you?"
I'm like, okay, yeah, exactly. That's how it goes. I say that permanent jewelry is like tattoos. Very, like you get one and you want more.
Oh,
Like it's
got
very
it.
addicting.
Okay.
Yes, so I always say that.
And people can always take them off.
You
it's like
can.
not forever permanent if you
Correct.
want to
You
change
can't
it
take
up.
tattoos off.
Yeah, no,
cannot
that
take
one
tattoos.
you really
Like,
cannot.
can't you now, like with laser?
Well,
Yeah.
but
I heard
that's a
it's-
little different.
It's more uncomfortable than actually having it.
I'm sure that's what I've heard.
Yes,
the same
that's
thing,
what I
so
might
yes.
just want to keep it.
Yes.
I know.
Yeah. Yes.
Maybe.
Don't
But
make
you
bad
did
mistakes.
something.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens.
Well, this was really super fun, you guys. Is there anything else that you'd like to share before we wrap up?
That's it.
I don't think so. I mean, I think just if you are interested, just stay on like our website and our social media pages. We post everything. We have the events listed on the website. So just stay tuned because we really want to do some things.
Yeah.
I love
I
that.
think you are going to do some things.
I hope.
And you can see Brandy and I think they can probably get tickets at the
Tickets
door. But yeah, we're going to be at the White House Event Center in Dayton. And that is from 5:50 or 6 o'clock to 8:30 on Thursday night tonight. Yeah.
So, yeah, tonight
This
as
week.
in
Yep.
Thursday night.
There we go.
Exactly. Yep. That'll be Thursday. And it's a design your life.
Prepare for the year.
Prepare your ideal life for
What will,
2025.
what will you be doing?
Hand spa.
Oh, fun.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it'll be
Nice.
super fun. Yeah, I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to it.
Okay.
We did one back in September.
You did? Okay. Yeah.
It was great. Everybody is so lovely.
I'm
It
so
is the
excited to be
best-
part of it.
It's the best group of women ever.
That's
Will this
I'm
be your
so
first
excited.
beauty boost event?
It will be, yes. So I had seen them
Okay.
like last year with doing B+Linked. I had seen them and I was super interested. I'm like, I really want to be a part of this. And Jessica actually reached out to me at the end of last year, preparing for 2025, and asked if if that was something I'd want to do. And I'm like, heck yeah.
Jessica was
amazing.
on.
We did.
Oh, you did?
Yes, we interviewed her, and then as
Have
soon
to
as
watch that one.
as soon as we were done, I'm like, I need to get involved with
That's
you.
awesome.
You know,
Oh, so you didn't know her? Oh, wow.
I only had been following her on socials.
Okay.
And I'm like, this is amazing.
Yeah.
I love this whole concept.
Yes.
You know,
It
women
really is
empowering
amazing.
women and supporting each other in really big ways.
Right.
It's
And I had
fantastic.
met some other women at actually a B+Linked private party that a friend of ours had. And they had been to one of the retreats or one of the events.
Yes.
And just spoke so highly of it too. And I was like, oh,
It's
that's
really
so
great.
nice.
I
So
know.
I'm very
It really
excited.
is. I know. I'm excited. And I'm excited that we'll be friends
Yes.
there.
I think
Absolutely.
also like as small businesses or businesses starting out, you need that group of people that to build you up.
It's like a little incubator.
Yes,
It
exactly.
It really is.
Yes.
And I'm the setup guy. I don't know how it works in your house, but when she's got a project like this, I become the guy who's lifting and loading, tugging, setting up, dragging stuff out. I was blown away. And Graham came down with our granddaughter. I was blown away by the number of women that participated just as attendees.
That's amazing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
And by all the gals that were just making it happen
Yeah.
as far as vendors go.
That's awesome.
It was, and it was at a brewery, so I didn't hate
Yeah.
going.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
that's the best
Yeah.
one.
Mine hanging
When
out
is that
waiting.
one? Do you have that one planned too? So I'll be
I
there.
don't. I
It might
am
be
one of the
later on.
winery ones.
Yeah.
Yes.
There you
yes.
go. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super fun.
Yeah, he likes the fun ones like that.
Yeah.
Understandable. Anything else, babe?
I can't think of a single thing.
How about you, Graham?
I'm anxious to see the space.
Yeah.
Graham's
I'm
been
anxious
so
to-
quiet.
He's taking notes over there.
Is he?
Yep.
That's good.
Yeah. Making sure that it all is perfection.
Here's where we hit the edit button.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Making
So
those
what are we going to
notes.
do, babe?
I'm sorry.
Like, subscribe, and follow?
That sounds
Yeah.
like a good idea.
Very nice.
Yep. If you like what you're seeing, like, subscribe, and follow. We're so excited and thankful
Thank
that you guys were here.
Well, we
super fun.
are super honored.
And thank you for having us.
Yeah, I
Exactly.
mean,
It was perfect.
Yeah, we
For
were
us,
driving there,
this
it
is
was
like, why are we doing?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, as in, like, why do they want us?
Because
We're making things happen in our
you
tiny
are.
town.
Appreciate that.
And
Yeah.
we appreciate it. We don't feel that way, but
it's your big life in our small town, and we love sharing it.
And that's also
it's
you guys
really
are
an
doing that
honor.
honestly too. So
it
it's-
really is.
yeah.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love it. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Well, who's your ideal customer? Who do you want?
I mean, it could be corporate events. It could be baby showers. It could
All
be
right.
like bridal shower. What do we have? A bridal shower coming up. We have a.
I think they're both bridal
think they're
showers,
both-
actually.
yeah.
Okay.
But even-
well, I'm gonna have my fantasy football draft
See,
party.
that's
Exactly.
next year.
He
That's what
does-
I'm doing next year. I'm having mine there next
All
year.
right.
Yeah.
And
Well,
I
he
need
does
it- I
both
want
over
the
there.
space for, I'm going to say 2 hours, and I'm going to have about 18 guys coming over.
Yep.
Help me out. What do I need?
So we just charge by the hour.
Okay.
You want to It's $85 an hour.
Yep, $85 an hour.
That's
for
it?
That's it.
Yeah, that's it for the studio. If you want to add the garage, we just do a flat fee of $100 total if you want to add the garage.
And I will say the garage
which has a massive TV that he has.
it has an 85-inch TV. I originally bought a 75, but I realized it's too small.
Okay.
And so I went back and got an 85, and she didn't get mad. She's like, "Oh my gosh, it's
Size
too big."
matters.
It's
Yeah,
too
exactly.
It's too, it does,
A
but
TV is never too big, but yes.
sometimes it is.
But I had a poker game there, like was it last couple weeks ago,
weeks
and all
ago.
the guys loved it because
Yeah.
we watched football, play poker. And,
I mean, since it's in the garage area, it works because we do have a TV in the studio as well, but that
small
one
one.
is
Yeah.
proportioned
Okay.
to the
small.
area.
Is there a
As it should be.
is there a cleaning fee? Do I got to run the sweeper when I'm leaving? What do I got to do?
Just simple. I mean, just simple little,
Leave it
clean
like you
up.
put the
found it.
dishes in the
trash
sink, all that fun
out.
stuff.
Yep, you don't have to
Trash
do
out.
the dishes.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Put 'em in
amazing.
the
So
sink.
What are our
hourly?
pets? I want to bring my. I got 7 Dobermans.
Well, I would say that it's only reserved for Nash.
Which is our dog.
So leave
'Cause
your
Nash-
animals at home.
Yes,
Yes.
probably
No
leave it-
animals, yeah.
No donkeys.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, no
Oh,
donkeys.
I mean, I love all
We do want
animals,
to maybe
though.
next year. We have some friends that do like special excuse me, it's shelters type things. They do
Yeah.
something
Oh,
like
yeah.
We've
That's
been
a
talking
good
about like
idea.
throwing like
Yeah.
letting the dogs
Yes.
like maybe bring cages, put them in the garage, and then do like the adoption part.
Well,
in
we
the
have
actual
outside.
studio. That's what we're going to try to work on next spring or summer. And again, we
that's a
want to
great idea.
volunteer and help the city out too. So it's like
Sure.
if we can kind of volunteer our space for certain reasons,
Yeah.
we're definitely
Right.
open to that kind of stuff.
And that's it too. Like if people listening have ideas of what they want to use it for, we're very, very
Yes.
open. And we've always said with me meeting so many people through doing markets,
Yeah.
that like if they would like to have a pop-up, like maybe they're releasing some new
Ooh, nice.
clothes
Yep.
or
Yep.
a new bag. I mean, whatever it may be. But we like to work with small businesses as well. So even though what we mentioned as our rental fee, as small businesses, if they want to do a pop-up or something, we definitely would like to work with you. And then local things with volunteering and helping out that way. I mean, we're very, very, again, just very open.
yes.
That's
Great.
fantastic.
I
How
can see
generous.
being connected to A, so close to the base, and B,
Yes.
so close to Wright State.
Yes.
Like tailgate parties
Yeah.
before
Yes.
a ball game,
Yeah.
or we're all meeting
Yeah.
at the studio, and then we'll head over together. That kind of thing.
Yeah, we had that idea of
Yes.
like for concerts
Oh,
or
yes.
things
Yeah,
happening
yeah.
at the
Great
Nutter
idea.
Center.
There
We
you
even
go.
thought like,
Oh, yeah.
how fun! Like they could
Yep.
have a little like pre-party, and then we even talked about like maybe we need to get transportation and like take them over.
That's exactly
Yes,
what I was
they could
thinking, one
park
of those
there
little-
and then
That
yes,
would be good.
I
Little,
love that.
shuttle service.
Right,
We're open to all
exactly.
kinds of different ideas.
I know.
Yes.
Yeah, we really are.
Yes.
Yeah, and you just are rolling with it. That is
Yes.
just amazing.
Yeah.